All right, your mom.
No, I finished.
Go ahead. Kid's gonna take care of this.
All right, I'm just gonna start off.
In the middle.
Kid's gonna roast
In the
me
middle.
first.
No, it's real. I just want
Warm up.
Yeah, it's a warm up. I just want to take a quick second to roast my buddy Cage. Speaking of quick seconds, that's about the amount of time he's sober every day. He drinks so much he makes Paul look like an occasional drinker. He also makes him look thin. No, just kidding. Shamu couldn't make Paul look thin. Or like he had hair in comparison, but that's the story for November 7th. No. There were plenty of things I could roast Cage about. His $1,100 vacuum purchase, inviting people over only to sneak away to have sex with Amanda, not paying his taxes, or his live-in manservant, Papa Ron. Did you know that Amanda convinced Cage that they should have kids? I wonder if babies can get fetal alcohol syndrome from the father. Speaking of Amanda, I didn't know what a good match she was for Cage until a year after we met. One day she was really quiet and seemed shy. I was like, "Are you okay?" She said, "I'm sober." I knew her for a year before ever seeing her sober. Now that's the girl for Cage. But Amanda learned that if you're going to find your way into a man's heart, you need to play with his balls. Play with my balls!
What the fuck? Did you write a book? A little bit. All right, buddy. Happy motherfucking birthday, Cage. Let me start off by saying I'm so glad so many of these guys can make it out for Cage's birthday. Ah, fuck. Who am I killing? I'm kidding. Much like Cage's father's attendance in the delivery room the day he was born, these people are only here to see a train wreck. Stop shaking. I do actually feel bad for Cage's dad, though. Can you imagine how you'd feel if you were so excited to have your first son, just to find out that the family pet Saint Bernard was the real father? All joking aside, Cage has really amazed people with his on-screen performances. And no, I'm not talking about Nicolas Cage. I'm talking about Will Deedle. Like the time he played Tom Hanks' stunt double in the last sequence of the movie Philadelphia, or the time he played the creepy sex offender in Law and Order SVU. I guess he just naturally looks like an AIDS-ridden pedophile. Speaking of people who are here for the wrong reasons, I'm happy to see that Cage's fiance Amanda is here to support her dreadful decision-making skills. For those of you that may not know, when Amanda first met Cage, she was homeless, desperate, and single. Look how far she's come in such a short period of time. Now she's just pathetic. But it's not all bad though, Amanda. In exchange for your self-esteem and pride, you now have a permanent residence and a guarantee that you'll never have to worry about your significant other cheating on you. Because even blind women can tell when someone has a piss poor personality. I see that Homeless Joe made it here tonight. Homeless Joe took a lot of time from his busy schedule of avoiding job applications and contracting STDs to be with us today. The other day, Joe showed us a list of the girls that he had sex with, or as the authorities call it, the victim log. I was pretty disappointed to find out that the number was below 30. But then again, I guess you have to take into consideration that how hard it would be to chase down and rape a girl when you only have one eye. Well, there's a new person here. Well, Ange made it here tonight. I thought for sure you would have been murdered by an online predator that you met on Match.com by now. You know, I met Ange last week for the first time, but after just a short hours of meeting her, I felt that I could write a newspaper dating ad for her. So here you go. Attractive blonde with lots of student loans and desperate search of a chubby male who enjoys golden showers. I don't know where you're going to find that, Jim.
Rich.
That's a little bit of information, though. Anne works with children with Down syndrome. Just so you know, that's how she met Rich for the first time. Getting back to this fuck. Cage here works at home as a computer networking administrator. So this got me thinking about the late Steve Jobs. You know, Steve Jobs and Cage have a lot in common, a lot of similarities. They both look nerdy, they both work on computers, they both smell like death, and they both have maggots sucking them dry.
I think that was what I was thinking about you.
So, sorry, man. You'll never convince me that you're marrying Cage for his looks, penis girth, or personality.
He's got penis.
So earlier this year, Cage and Amanda decided to get engaged and perform a real-life rendition of Beauty and the Beast. I was giving some serious thoughts about what you guys can give as a party favor, and I came up with the best idea ever.
Go ahead.
You can hire Erin for the night. Based on her price of $20 I think you could get a friendly discount of maybe $500 for the night. For the whole evening. So just imagine all the fun that your friends are going to have. And with her habitual herpes outbreaks, there's no chance that anybody will ever forget your wedding. So Kate, a lot of people will probably take this opportunity to say, I just now noticed how long this is going. Kate, a lot of people would take this opportunity to say you're an ugly, cheap alcoholic that preys on needy girls with a very low tolerance for booze. But I disagree with the population. I think that you're an opportunistic that understands a volatile economy who happened to be involved in a terrible face-first collision with a chainsaw. With all this said, you are a good friend. Let me give you some examples of your true friendship. You continuously wipe out Big Mike's computer of child porn so he doesn't go to jail. You hooked my non-pussy-getting friend Scrappy up with a girl 3 times his size. And you always invite us all to parties that never have enough alcohol. I do hope you have a happy birthday. I do hope you have a happy birthday, and more importantly, for Amanda's sake, I hope you get that facial reconstruction surgery.